It's a lot of people sitting up in churches who have a heart for God, but they don't have any teaching, don't have any knowledge. They're dumb. So the church going to come on like a 10,000 megawatt floodlight with signs and wonders. And a lot of folks going to say, now that's real right there. This deadhead I'm listening to, I've been sitting up in a morgue for 15 years. That's got power. That's the real thing. And you're going to see a mass exodus from religion to relationship. But it won't last long. When you see that begin to happen, you better know the time is at hand. Because on the other end of it, the Antichrist and his forces will be killing and slaying as many of us as we can get. That's why very few people will be prepared for this end time scenario. Because they're not being taught, you better make yourself ready for a war on your way out. They're saying we're just sitting here with a prosperity doctrine to get more stuff and God's going to swoop down and get it. Baptists sitting there with no Holy Ghost in them, talking about God is going to rapture the church. He will rapture the church, but you got to get in. And the Holy Ghost is the church. You can't be outside the Holy Ghost and be in the church, because the Holy Ghost is the church. Everywhere the Holy Ghost is the church. Where he's not, there is no church. It's simple to understand. So if you don't have the Holy Ghost filling you, you might be in a church building, but the church got to get in you. You don't get in the church got to get into you. Outside of the Spirit, there is no church. We worship him in spirit and in truth. The Holy Ghost is what signs off on your spiritual destiny, filling you up to prepare you for the end, and then mortifying you. And see what happens to people, they come in and profess Jesus, get the Holy Ghost, and hang on for dear life to that old life. Just won't let it go. And they're being set up for destruction, because they're going to miss the rapture. Why did the man talk about 5 foolish virgins and 5 wise? Sitting up in church, but I won't mortify myself. I won't let myself be taken over by the Spirit. I won't do what's necessary to forge out Christ in me to be prepared to leave here. I sit here, brain dead, concerned about what my brother Jerome is doing. Concerned about what my husband won't see. Concerned about the little nuances in church. Can't afford to think about that now, man. I'm forging out a vessel for recovery. I'm forging out a vessel to get out of here. I can't be afford to be caught up in what you're talking about. I don't have much time to get ready, and I ain't missing this train. It ain't nothing one train leaving. It's not like taking a flight to Detroit. You might have 30 or 40 flights leaving for Detroit today, but this is a one-time deal. If you miss it, it's over. Now you got to go through bad, hard times. And you'll be down here when the wrath of God is poured out on the wicked. All the way through. And at the end, you'll be saved. See, we've got to understand that this mess is going to culminate. God's wrath will be poured out the last 3.5 years of the tribulation period. If you confess Christ and receive him, then the plagues won't hit you, but you'll be looking at it. You'll be in the midst of it. You'll be a part of it. You'll be able to see these people being stung by scorpions, and things with horses' heads and scorpions' tails, and all this mess going on. That's not make believe it's going to happen, just like he said. So I'm trying to get myself ready to be used of God. If I got to die in the battle, at least I go out in victory, having fought the good fight of faith. I'll go out honored because I died on the combat field. Stephen went out being saluted. He died in combat. Like they say, die with your boots on. Don't die somewhere shooting pool or cutting the food. If I'm going to be taken out of here, I'm going to be taken out in the midst of the gospel. See, you know the power of the Antichrist is getting held back. Because if you listen to our radio broadcast, most of what I say would have got killed a long time ago. But you think they don't hear me? The Holy Ghost is disempowering them to move. They hear it and get mad, and then he just short circuit. But there's going to come a time when he ain't going to short circuit nothing. He's going to make it an open conflict. You think a Muslim going to listen to this and not get worked up into a friend that be ready to beat you to death? They're full of demons already. See, I already know that. I'm not going to stop saying what I'm saying. It's true right on anyway, no matter who likes it. So you got to have that mindset that says, hey, I'm in this thing to be a living sacrifice, a martyr. That's why I'm here. If I die along the way, that's why I was here. I was born to die. I'm being used of God until he or he calls me home. But see, most folk don't see dying as being called home. It's just, this is tragic. They get all scared and shook up. You watch how many people get excited so easy by anything. They just start getting crazy, get all blare-eyed and going off about nothing. That's the sign that flesh is still alive. They can't take it deep out. Under pressure, that person will fold because they can't take pressure. When you're dead, the stuff don't matter anyway. None of these things move me. The church is on its way out. I got no plans for longevity. I don't expect to live a long life because it's not going to happen. We're on our way out of here. Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and the children shall rise against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. Now Johnny, my son, how could you? Now all you're going to see is that cold, dead stare of an antichrist. You don't believe that? I dare you to go to any high school right now, any public high school, look at the face of these kids. The cold, dead stare of Antichrist. Already online and ready to jump on. Skinhead. You got groups of kids in high school that wear black every day. Satanists. Ready to begin to kill it. A lot of their initiation is kill your mama, kill your dad, kill your dog.